Hey gamers, Couch Potato here. In Robinson, the Journey on the PlayStation VR. If you're watching this, you've probably seen loads of other videos and stuff like that. You've even got the game, and let's all just get this out of the way. This game is really pretty. It looks great. Its presentation is great. Its environment is great. The lighting is great. Easily the best looking VR game I've seen or played. People complain, about some of the low textures on stuff. Whippy fucking do. It's VR. It's for VR. It's just superb, if you ask me. More games that come out looking like this, the better. That said, the game itself, again, most of you probably know, it's a bit of a puzzle adventure game. Some of the problems with it, it just doesn't make it obvious sometimes what you need to do, and the controls can be a bit finicky. And obviously, most of you have probably heard about the controversy, or not the controversy, people just saying, why has he got a little tool that looks like a PlayStation Move, but you can't use Move controller? That's fair enough. I came into this game knowing that, but that's not what I'm a little bit miffed about. You can see what I can see right now, yeah? And you can see the controller is on the right of my face, on my right eyeball, basically. It does not move. It doesn't go up, down. It doesn't. There's no tracking of my PS4 controller. This thing is stuck to my face. It's just stuck to my face. Hello.
Hey, girl. Faster. Go roar.
Anyway, so it's stuck to my face. Look, I move around there. It's basically stuck to my face. It's I can't. It doesn't move with my PS4 controller tracking. All right. I thought at least I'd be able to move my hand, but I can't. All right. So that was the one thing that I thought was a bit odd. All right. Let's talk about the move there. All right. That's fair enough. Forwards. That's as fast as you go. You go slower backwards. Obviously, that's for motion sickness controls. And then when you're turning with the right thumbstick, you have several options. You have pi, continuous, pi, and smooth. This option, I believe, is pi continuous. Let's have a look that I've currently got. So I'm going to click on the... I'm going to move the right thumbstick to the right a little bit. There you go. See it? That's just one movement. So right, bang, there. So that's called pi continuous. That's reasonably comfortable. Now pressing it left. Okay. So it gets a bit weird when you're moving your view like that while also moving your head. It can be a bit disorientating, but anyway, let me just show you the other options for those of you who don't know. Alright, options. Again, the presentation, look at it, superb, no complaints. Alright, so that was pie chart continuous. Let's move that to pie chart. Alright, so this is pie chart. I'll do the same thing. I'm just going to click right on my right thumbstick. One. There. It's a little bit slower. And you can't like just hold right or left. So if I hold it right, it only goes one. So I can't spin. I have to let go and click it right each time. The continuous one, I could just hold it to the right and it would go around in a circle. Again, these are just options to limit your motion sickness depending on how good you are with motion sickness or how bad you are with it. Let's try the next option, which is smooth. So this, as you might gather, is just normal movement. So I'm just going to hold the right thumbstick right, and it does that. Oh. You'd have to be pretty brave to play a game like that. Oh, maybe it's okay. Alright, anyway. That's not too bad if you'd go there. Anyway, I'm going to put it back to continuous because that's the way pie chart continuous because that's what I like. But those are your sort of looking options to try control motion sickness. Let's get back in there. So that's it, continuous. You can see it juddery, but that's a lot easier to handle for me anyway. Alright, I'm just going to talk about one more thing with the controls. So we've said to go forwards and backwards, okay? Now, if you are walking forwards, alright, let's just put some things here. See this power station here? Alright, say I'm walking the way I'm facing now, yeah? And all I want to do is just turn my head like that and look at the power station because I'm interested in it. I don't want to go to it, I just want to turn my head and look at something, right? And in this example, it's going to be that power station, okay? So, this is the direction I want to walk, straight, okay? And I'm going to start doing that. And then say I just want to look there, it, it automatically veers you off. And it's so off-putting. It is weird. I mean, I want to be able to walk in the direction I'm walking and be able to look left or right without it moving me. Now, I'm hoping that's an option that I can change. So let's see if it's Strafe Mode. So Strafe Mode, limited, keep direction, limited. Alright, so let's just put it onto free and see if that's it. Alright, let's go. I'm hoping this is the option that fixes that. No. Alright, the Strafe Mode is what I thought it was, which is just the left thumbstick, left and right like this. So, my initial... not complaint, just why the fuck would you do this? I want to walk straight, which I'm going to do. I just want to have a look at that object. No, don't take me to it. It just gives you a headache as far as I'm concerned. So that's just something to be aware of. Other than that, this game is superb. People have complained about the climbing mechanics. This is the only time you get to actually use your hands properly. Ta-da! And you use your left and right thumb triggers for this, so look at where you want to go. Yes, I know he can magically put his hands across like that and do weird shit and have magic expanding elastic arms, but hey-ho. People complained this didn't work very well, but I haven't had any problems with it. It's been pretty good. See what I mean by elastic arms? It definitely had elastic arms there. That's class. But that said, you don't want to be pissing around too long climbing all this stuff, do you? So I think it still works pretty well, that. So all in all, that's it for the controls stuff. Again, hands there. And let's go down. So my only complaint about this game is really I'm walking forward, I look that way and it moves me that way. I don't want you to do that. I have no control over that and it's annoying. It's just wrong. But that said, everything else is superb. I mean, the puzzles are good. You can go into Higgs and you can go into a top view. And you can look down and see what's going on, what you need to do. It's when there's puzzles, rerouting power, and this mode as well. I mean, just look at it. It's just like being in a little map. I wish I could have, my move controllers in here and just pick stuff up and look at it. Look at it. It's goddamn beautiful. Yeah. Don't let anybody else tell you that this game doesn't look pretty because it's got some low textures here and there. Fuck them. This game is pretty. It's pretty as best looking VR game out there to date that I've seen or played. It's absolutely beautiful. And that's about it, really. I mean, would I recommend you get this game? I didn't get it when it first came out because I didn't like the full price. So over here in Australia, it was $90. $90, a full price game, basically. And it just wasn't. It just wasn't, worth. It just isn't worth that amount of money. I'm sorry to say. If it was a bit longer, yes, perhaps. But I bought it because it was on special, so I'm pretty happy with the price I paid. So I paid $50 for it, Australian.
Roar. Go roar!
Roar! Roar! Do it again!
Good girl.
Do it again! Roar! Oh, I enjoyed that.
Roar!
So good. And
This
again,
is a crew unit like me. They were employed heavily after the deep space event, mostly to keep order, but also to lift spirits.
again, the presentation in this game is absolutely stunning. It really is.
0322 on patrol. There have been reports of flagrant law breaking in Columbus section. Entering.
It's just absolutely superb.
Times were desperate after the deep space event. It nearly destroyed us. We couldn't live as we had before it. Some had to do without. Those whose children wouldn't make it to Tyson 3 suffered terribly. Thankfully, they stopped the madness, but people weren't comfortable working together after that. We didn't realize it, but the colony mission was in jeopardy. You were Columbus crew, of course, selected for your genes. You are a born survivor, Robin.
So you see there, I've just scanned some creatures. So
Must
you
make
put your
Robin
tool
take
into...
better care of these. How can I make farming interesting to a child?
Fuck off. So you can scan them and then you can put them in your little library. Oh, sorry, wrong button. So into your infotarium. Click on that. Go to your creatures and you can see them all. Let's have a look at the Tyrannosaur. I mean, come on. The presentation, again, superb. Look at that. Look at him. Rah. Wow. Absolutely brilliant. So,
Quite a drop.
what was I saying about getting this game? Yeah, so I wouldn't pay full price for it unless you really want a great tech demo to chuck on your friends' heads and say, look how good this looks, because it does look absolutely brilliant. And if, you know, future games are going to look as good as this in VR, then bring it on. It's a bit too short for the full price. So like I say, wait for it to go on sale, and then, yeah, I'd say buy it, give it a go. It's definitely worth a play. Don't know if places rent games anymore, but it's certainly great. I've been enjoying it. Like I say, apart from the one movement option, which is a bit wonky, and the fact that this hand is stuck to the right hand side of my face, it's good, really good. Anyway, I've talked too much in this video. I apologise for that, but yeah, please just check out other videos to see how good it is, and see what all the graphics are like. It's just something else.